I think we have audio now. Yay! Sorry about that. I had a meeting this morning on Skype with someone from Portugal and had moved my headset to the laptop and forgot that when I moved it back to the regular computer, I gotta reset the settings there. So my apologies for that. And with that, good morning. My name's Rex Harris. It's great to see you here today. I think I need bifocals. Too many computer screens. One of the things I've been wanting to talk about this week, and I'm talking about it for two reasons. One, because it's important, and two, because it's a huge pet peeve of mine, is social sharing. It's interesting to me how hundreds of thousands of people who are working to make money on the internet and run a business from home want to start a blog and do YouTube videos and do all of these crazy things, but yet for some other reason they expect people to share all their stuff and they don't share anybody else's stuff. Happens a lot. I see people put content out all the time and never tell a living soul, just expecting traffic to go through their blog post. Well, if you want traffic through your blog, you want people to watch your YouTube videos, you want people to visit and like your fan page and participate in groups that you've created, you also must go and participate as well. It's really just that simple. I'm not quite sure why people don't participate more in the social media when it comes to sharing content. I think a lot of it is anxiety based. I think people get these preconceived notions in their mind that what other people think actually matters. So they don't want to say anything that'll make them look quote unquote dumb or anything like that. And if that's one of the things that you've been struggling with, you're going to have to work through that. I'm just going to take these off. They're driving me nuts. So the mechanics of sharing is easy. There's nothing to clicking a like button or clicking a share button or leaving a comment. Anybody can do that. Again, the problem lies in why people aren't doing this. And I think that in order to help people get past that, it's important to understand a couple of things. Number one, all right, whatever you do for another human being is going to come back to you. Okay, I believe that with all of my heart. I've believed it since the time I first opened the Bible when I was 5 years old. Do unto others as you would have them do unto you. Period. Without any fear or trepidation of who might get a sign up and who might not get a sign up and who might get a lead and who might not get a lead, and am I going to get the leads and am I going to make the money and yada yada yada. The object of sharing in the social media is so you can cultivate a following who is following you based on the fact that they know, like, and trust you. And the most simple way to create that environment for yourself is to do things that demonstrate what you believe. Because when you do things that demonstrate what you believe, people who believe similar to you and share the same ideals are going to be attracted to that. And so many people miss the boat on this. Everybody thinks that business is all about business, and in a certain sense it is. But people like to do business with people they like, people they have something in common with. So, that being said, once we have our presence set up in the social media, and I hope you guys have been following along with Michelle and Donna's training as they've been teaching blogging and social media. The best way for you to bring, I guess, attention to your presence is to participate throughout the social media. Because the one thing that a lot of people fail to realize, and I don't know if it's just because they don't know or it doesn't register, that every time you participate in a thread, in a group, when you leave comments on a post, all of that leaves a link back to you. Even in IBO Toolbox, every time that you participate in something on IBO Toolbox, it leads a link back to you. Everything you do leaves, I guess we'll call it a thumbprint. And that thumbprint is a link back to your presence online. And what's going to determine what causes people to take action is how you present yourself through your social profiles, through your blog, through your videos. This has become 100% about human interaction now. Network marketing, for those of you that have been following along, has gone full circle. From the days of hotel meetings and calling leads and going into people's homes and doing presentations on easels. Anybody ever remember one of those? You ever see an Amway presentation where the people came into your house and they brought the easel and they set it up and they were flipping through pictures? Anybody remember that? It was a presentation. Okay? Presentations are still a part of what we do online. It's just we bring people to a presentation in a different way now than we used to. Used to be, we'd show up at their house and do a presentation. I've done it. Anybody out there ever sell Kirby vacuum cleaners? Where you went, you knocked on somebody's door, and you said, "Hi, my name's Rex. I'm with Zulik & Associates here in Petoskey, Michigan. Today we're out sharing a handful of new home care products with people, and we've got a little gift for you and trade for a few minutes of your time. Have you got a minute?" We'd put the gift out there. They'd take the gift, say, "Great, let me get my stuff. I'll be right back." Boom, we'd go into the house and present the product. Nowadays, because we have all of this technology, we have the social media, we have laptop computers and mobile devices where we can communicate with people in real time, all the time. The way in which we can bring people to a presentation now expedites the process of building dramatically if we're doing the right things. And a big part of doing the right thing is understanding that the reason people are going to buy or join anything nowadays is because of you. That's it. People are going to buy from you because you have demonstrated something that they can connect with. You are sharing from a place in the heart based on something that you believe in passionately. And when that place in your heart is 100% about others first, watch what happens in your business. People are constantly looking for ways to make money faster online. Nothing is going to help you make money faster and attract abundance in your life than focusing on the needs of other people. That's what business is about in terms of answering questions and solving problems. Because if you think about it, every product created on planet Earth in one way, shape, or form solves a problem. It solves the problem of a want for that product. It may solve a problem for a need for that product. but it somehow solves a problem. If you buy food, it solves the problem of hunger. Okay, if you buy clothes, it solves the problem of not going to jail for public nudity. Everything has some type of value to a person to the point that they would buy it. And most of the time, that's because what they want or need is solving a problem that they have. And when it comes to buying devices, and when it comes to buying clothing or books or a lot of the tangible things that we buy, it's because of the fact that somehow, some way, we believe this is what we want for whatever reason. Okay? When it comes to utilizing the social media and putting your presence out there and building your profiles and doing videos and creating content, the same thing applies. The same exact thing applies. The difference is, again, you are the product. And this is one of the fundamentals that so many internet marketers don't want to embrace. Because, I mean, you know, let's look at affiliate marketing, for example. You know, back in the day, affiliate marketing was much more simple than it is now. People were much more trustworthy and looking to these devices in front of us in a similar way to what they were seeing their television. Because back then, the social interaction was still offline, and this was familiar to something we've all been familiarized with, being in television. So people would look at this. It was the same way for me, and if I saw an ad that offered something that looked like it could benefit me, I would go and buy it. Okay? That's not the case anymore. That's not the case anymore. Because I'm here to tell you that if I'm going to look to buy a product and I don't see testimonials on there and can't verify that, you know, that what this is saying is true, I'm not going to buy it. That's why when it comes to solo ads, before I buy solo ads from any solo ad provider, I either talk with them on the phone or I chat with them on Facebook. And I'm not the only person that does this. People utilize the internet in a completely different way than they did back then. The challenge is people still think that you can go out and drive traffic to a website directly and sell products. Can you do that? There are people out there in the world of online marketing who are doing a handful of things right now that would lead me to say, yes, it can still be done. But what I know about what it is that they're doing is that it doesn't matter what they're promoting, there's always a bridge between what they are offering and the sales page. For many of us, that bridge is what's known as lead capture pages, from promotion through lead capture page to the sales page. For other marketers, they use what's called bridge pages, from the ad through the bridge page that creates a connection with a specific audience and then moves to an engagement-based sales page. Because if you look at all of the top marketers right now that are creating their own products or are getting on board and doing joint ventures with other people, all of them are using video to engage. And the reason that they're using video to engage is because they've been using video and other more forms of content to share incredible value so people know who they are. They're not just out there because somehow they became a celebrity salesperson, you know, on the internet. all of them have gone through the channels of connecting with the people that have culminated in where they are at today through different relationships. So basically, when it comes to getting traffic through the social media, sharing content, and leveraging the presence that you've created, you are putting together the world's largest resume. And just like any resume, okay, if you're going to hire somebody offline and you get a resume that looks like crap, what do? You've got a couple options. You can look at the resume and you can say, well, this person may just be inexperienced. Okay, they may just be inexperienced. Maybe that's all there is to this. So you decide, well, I'm going to call a couple references. Okay. Or you may look at it and you may look at this stack here and you'll go like this and you'll throw it away and you'll pick up another one and find the one that's right for you. And I believe that 99 times out of 100, and maybe even more, that's what's happening online. People look at this media and it moves so fast that in many cases, a lot of people have been conditioned to think and decide faster. Other people have been conditioned to think and decide much slower. But what happens is, because of the fact that there's so much information, that people will look at something, they will scan it, and they will make a split-second decision as to whether or not they're going to continue. And if you want that split-second decision to go more in your favor, start putting yourself out there on the internet and start sharing through other people's content. Okay, and what do I mean by sharing? Hey, fantastic video. I took a couple of really great tips from this. Appreciate it. Shared and tweeted. Have a great day. Share and tweet it. Okay? Because here's the thing that a lot of people, again, don't take into consideration. Aside the point that everywhere I go leaves a thumbprint, even if I'm sharing somebody else's stuff, guess what? It's my name and my face that's showing up in the social media. And I begin to show up more and more and more, and I begin to show up everywhere. And all it takes is for a handful of people to one day connect with something you've shared or connect with something you said, click on a link, opt in to your marketing system, and the next thing you know, you have somebody on your team who knows, likes, and trusts you. Here's something else to take into consideration. If you want to elevate your presence or your business to a level where perhaps you see others as, further along than you, start learning those things that are going to get you further along. Then I'm going to use this as a reference, but I'm not going to name names. I'm going to give you a case in point. We have over 1,000 members in the academy now, and we get support tickets every day. We have support tickets that come in. And because of the workshops and the webinars and stuff like that we've done, we don't have like an excessive amount of tickets, but we do get support tickets on a daily basis now. We actually encourage people to use that system. But what I find many times is that people want us to do stuff for them. They don't want to take the time to learn. They want us to set stuff up. They want us to do this. They want us to do that. And that's fine if you want to outsource your stuff. Okay? But don't be deceived into believing that just because you're outsourcing, you don't have to be part of that system, whatever it is that you're marketing. Somehow, some way, if your objective is to really take your game to the next level as an online marketer, which for many of you it is, take the time to learn some stuff. Because, I mean, when you stop and think about it, when you think about all of the people that have made a name for themselves in, the internet marketing workspace, every last one of those people started somewhere. They made a decision that, you know what, this is what I want. This is the level of income that I want. This is the level of input I'm going to have to put in to get the level of output that I'm looking for. Because everybody starts somewhere, but it's what you do consistently that begins to elevate you. And what you learn in the process is a huge part in attracting other people to you. Because if you want to attract people who would be willing to joint venture with you on a product that you put on JVZoo or a website that you've launched, just like the resume, people are going to go to Google, they're going to go through the social media, and they're going to start to see, okay, well, what does this person do? What have they done? Are they consistent? And they can learn all of that through the internet. I mean, I can go to anybody that opts into my system. I can take their email address and do a search on it and find them somewhere online. I can find them through Google. I can find them through Yahoo. I can find them through AOL, or I can find them through Facebook or YouTube, just with their email address, and make a determination right there whether or not that's someone I would even consider connecting with. Don't you suppose that people are doing the same thing with you? Yes, they are. Yes, they are. And what attracts people to another human being, and I'll close with this, more than anything, from my perspective, and if you throw in a little bit of universal truth with it, is that when people see you participating and sharing in the social media, that's going to be one step in the direction of sharing with people where your heart is, especially if you put some thought into it, versus just going to, hey, great blog post, thanks for sharing. Or, wow, this was a fantastic article on copy paste the title, thank you. Share with the person that was on there what value that you received. Skim through the thing, find something that, resonates with you, and mention that in the comments. Because then, guess what? You have a connection with that person. If the person that's using the social media correctly sees that comment come in, they're going to get notified via email, and there you are, connecting with them, relating with them, believing with them on the same level. So guess what? You get another reply, and that's how relationships are formed. Or maybe you just find this person that likes the video so much and likes the content that they click the link into the description and they go to your capture page and they opt in. Okay? All because you have taken the time to go out and intelligently promote yourself as a go-giver, as an ambassador in our workspace. It's easy to talk a good game. Hey, I'm here to support people. Okay? But good luck getting your subconscious mind on board if you're here to support and help, if you're not out supporting and helping. Even people you don't know. Because again, from the technical business side of this, that's going to bring you traffic. And what's going to bring you more traffic is 3 or 4 people out there saying, wow, I really like what this person is doing. I want to get with them and connect with them and see what we can do to work together. And as 3 or 4 are connected together, you don't ever know how many people one of these other people is connected with. I mean, the one day you go out there and you say something online that resonates with someone on a real level, a real connection with a person, and that person clicks a link, sees what you're doing, buys your product and goes out and shares it with their entire list. Because versus doing the same thing everybody else is doing, you just decided to sit down, look into the camera, and get real with people. You know, no masks, no pitch, no nothing, just get real with people. This is who I am, this is what I do, this is what I believe. And follow what Simon Sinek teaches in the Golden Circle. Okay? Always lead with why. Why are you doing something? Why do I get up and do this every day? Because I believe all of you have the right to know how to do this and make money online every day. That's why I do it. That's why the Academy of Home Business. That's why the new videos that we're going to be installing into the system effective this afternoon. That's why the constant, continuous work on improving this website and bringing the leaders together that want to be part of this. Finding the people and just saying, look, I understand from early on in this venture that with the Academy of Home Business, this is not something that Rex and Tamara Harris are going to do by themselves. All right, it's already gotten beyond that. Okay, and it's because of the relationships that we have built with people that we are able to get on the phone and say, hey, I've got a proposition for you. Okay, I've worked out a couple of different joint ventures with people this week, and people are using the help desk to work joint ventures with me now. Okay, so you've got to ask yourself, you know, what exactly is it that I want in all of this? Am I just going to sit around and am I just going to continue to tinker and try to figure things out? Or am I just going to step into this and go for it? And just connect with some people, drop the ego, and just start learning about some stuff that works. You know, it's really easy to get in a position in life where you view yourself as a victim. And you might think, wow, that's kind of heavy and deep, but a lot of people do. Okay, and you see it online all the time. You know, oh, things are just not going right now, and this and that. It's like, you know, if things aren't going right now, here's why. It's because of what you're thinking and in what you're speaking. That's why things aren't going right. It's because of what you're thinking and what you are speaking. And if you don't believe that, and you're a follower of the Bible, read it. And if you don't believe that and you follow other things, go out and read some books like Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill, or The Master Key System, or The Science of Getting Rich, or The Game of Life and How to Play It, and start seeing, look, that this isn't, you know, this isn't new news. People have been using this throughout the course of history because it works. And I can't think of too many spiritual teachings out there where thought and what you speak manifests your life. I can't think of too many places where that's not taught. You are creating exactly what you speak every day. Every day I get up. Every day I get up, I remind myself of this. And if I begin to feel at any point in time where there is a feeling of anything other than peace in the core of my being, I know it's because I have not been speaking and thinking clearly, because all of these emotions, everything we feel here is a direct result of what we think here and what we speak here. That's what causes this. And you are either impressing upon the subconscious with peace, or you're impressing upon the subconscious with fear. And you're going to manifest whatever you're impressing on your subconscious either way. This is what people want to see in other people they're going to choose to work with. What do you believe? What do you think? What do you manifest in life? Because you can look at anybody's situation and know exactly what they're thinking and exactly what they're speaking. Doesn't mean that they've got complete peace in their life, because there's people out there that have lots of fancy stuff and live rich, exotic lifestyles and are some of the most miserable people on the planet. Okay? But the thing is, at some level, somewhere, somehow, some way, it's their thought processes and their speech that's taken them there. It's your story to write, and I'm going to wrap up with this. It's your story to write, and you can literally sit down and begin making your list if you believe that you can do it. And there's power in vulnerability when you're willing to start sharing that with other people. A lot of people don't want to be vulnerable. That's why they don't participate in the social media. Well, Rex, I'm a very, very private person. Well, that's fantastic, but network marketing is not for private people. Okay, it's just not. Network marketing is for people that like to talk with people, that like to travel to events and hang out and go to workshops and webinars and learn stuff and have fun. That's who that's for. You know? Don't just look at the internet as an ATM machine, because, ladies and gentlemen, you're going to be sadly disappointed if that's your only objective, is to somehow, some way find a way to weed money from the online world to your bank account. You're going to find yourself very disappointed. Okay? Utilize this media to make an impact on people's lives. We have such an opportunity here to just share vision and get on board with vision and work with people. And if you don't believe that you're in a position in life where you're ready to step into this and start your own, get on board with the vision you can believe in and see what you can do to be of assistance in that vision. Find a way. Find a way. I mean, look at the way Facebook was built. Look at the way Empower Network was built. How were they built? They were built when a few people came together on an idea and they put all of their effort into it. Boom, 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 boom. You ever seen the movie The Social Network and the amount of work that went into that thing when Zuckerberg first launched it? I mean, good grief. But nonetheless, it was done, and now look at it today. All right? So remember this. People are going to do business with you because you have earned their trust. And the social media, I love it when you get a case of those Elmer Fuds. The social media is the perfect opportunity for you to go out and just begin to share a vision. Maybe it's your vision, maybe it's a vision that you believe in. It doesn't really matter. Just go begin to share it. And partner up. Partner up. Okay? I'm going to say one more thing here, if you guys don't mind, because I'm kind of inspired by what Sherry Higdon's doing tonight at 9 o'clock for those of you that are going to participate. Oh, actually, I don't think I have it on my phone. I'm going to have to just give me a moment. Okay. You guys hear me talk about this a lot. And this is continually demonstrated in our workspace every day. That if two or more agree about anything on earth, they can ask for anything and it will be done for them. There is so much power in the universal law of agreement, spiritual law of agreement. It's right there. Matthew chapter 18, verse 19. Go look it up for yourself. I'm not making this stuff up. And we see it over and over and over and over again. And why does it happen? It's because people come together. So build a presence online that is going to encourage the right people to come together with you, and then start coming together with the right people. Go to your core values and say, all right, look, based on my core values, who do I want to work with? And start there. Make those decisions. Who do I want to work with? And then start getting connected. You've got all the tools that you need to do it. Ladies and gentlemen, they're right here. All right. So with that, I hope you guys found this useful today. As always, God bless you. It's great to see you. We'll be back here at 3 p.m. Eastern Time. Today, we're going to be doing our first affiliate workshop for the Academy of Home Business. They're open to the public. Everybody's welcome to come, where we're actually going to start showing our affiliates how to go through. For those people that are building the Academy as a home business, we're going to start showing them how to start generating consistent sales every day with the tools that are inside and the resources that we use. But you're all welcome to come out and apply all that information to whatever it is that you want to apply it to. So we will see you then. Bye for now.